Hello, today I'm going to take you through how you can change your default port that comes with MySQL. So first of all, I'm going to check the default port that I have. I can check it in what? The Workbench here. So if you come to the Workbench, you have the default port 3306 here, or if I check it with the command line, so we can just say MySQL command line here. So I'll enter my password for MySQL. Okay, so now to check that, we can just say what? Select. I think the select is spelled wrong, so select. Then what? We check for the port. Yeah, so if I check for this, now you can see also it's telling me my default port here is for 3306. So now what I'm going to do, I'm trying to change this port to a new port number. So I'll just close this for now. So the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you stop the MySQL which is running in the background first before you go ahead and change the port. So to do that, you are going to search for services. So if you search for services, you are going to see this right here. So you click on it. Now when you click on it, you are going to see the list of all services that is running on your system. So if we can maximize it for clearer view. So we are looking for MySQL. So you basically scroll to the M column. So if I scroll to the M column, I should see MySQL there. So I pass the M column. So this is MySQL right here. So MySQL 80 right here. So if you click on it, you are going to see that service is running. So you have the option to stop here. So I'll click on stop. Now you wait for it to stop. So you can see the service is stopped now. So I'll just minimize it for now. Now what you want to do, you want to go to our C drive. So to go to your C drive, you just open your local host. So you go to this PC, and this is my C drive where my Windows is running. So I'll just open my C drive. Now we'll go to program data, this folder. If you can't find this folder, you have to click on view and make sure all your hidden items is checked on. So for example, if I uncheck this, you can see I can't see my hidden folder there. So it means this has to be checked on, the hidden items. If that is checked on, this program data folder will be visible. So you can open this program data folder. Now we are going to see MySQL right inside this folder. So we just click on what? MySQL. Now here's MySQL Server 8.0, which is exactly what we are looking for. So I'm going to open this. Now this is a file here, the my.ini. So if you don't see the extension, is basically no problem. If you see in case you can see something like this, is because my file name extension is on. In some cases, you may see this is the same thing. The problem is when my file name extension is on, so it's still the same thing. No problem with that. So once you see your .my file, you just what? Right click, select the file, right click on the file, and you have to make sure you go to properties. Now when you go to properties, you have to make sure you go to security and check if your user have permission to all this. So you should have permission for full control to modify and also write. If you don't have all this permission, you can't be able to edit this file because we are going to edit that file. Now let me show you an example. For example, if I select a folder here and I go to what? Let me go to properties, security again, and go to user. Okay, he has permission. I'm just trying to look for a file that I don't have permission. So just stay with me for a minute. Okay, so you can see in this file like this, I don't have permission for full control, modify, and write. So it means if I try to edit, I can't be able to edit this file. So if you check and you don't have full permission like me, like the way I chose that one, you go to properties, security. Now this is your user here. If you check and you don't have permission, what you do is you click on edit. Then you make sure you check the boxes here. So if you click on edit, you have to select your user here. If you select your user, your checkbox will be here. You can check the boxes there. So if it's allow, you check the allow, make sure everything is checked. Once they are checked, you click on apply. Then you click on OK. Then you can also click on OK again. So now once you have your full permission, now we want to go ahead now and edit this file. So what we'll do, we'll also right click again and open with Notepad. We'll go to open with, then use our Notepad to edit this. So the next thing, you are going to scroll down and look for the ports in this and change. So if I scroll, I should see my ports. Now, if it's difficult for you to locate your ports, then we can just search it directly. So to do that, we use Ctrl+F. Now, Ctrl+F is going to open the find window for you. So you are going to search for ports. So you just type your port here. Now you click on find next. Now it's going to show you in the file where you have your ports. So this is where I have one of my ports here. So I'm going to change this to edit port. So let's say 3307 for instance. I'll go to another one. So this is another one here. So 3307. So these are all the two you need to change, the TCP, then also the one we just changed here. So once you are done changing these two, that's all. You can close this and save your file. So you can use file, save, or Ctrl+S will save this for you. So once the file is saved, you can just go ahead and close this now. So what we want to do now is we will go back to my services here, which is right here. Then we are going to start the services again. So wait for the SQL Server to start in a few minutes. Okay, now once the service is back on, now the next you want to do is you want to go to the Workbench. So I'm going to search for MySQL Workbench. Now we open the MySQL Workbench. You scroll down here. You also have to change the port here. Otherwise, this server won't be able to connect. So you right click on this, then you go to edit connection. So edit connection. Now you can see the port here is 3306. So we just change it to 3307. Then we can just close. It will change by default on its own. So once it's changed, you can see we have localhost 3307 now. So now I can now open this. Now I have to enter my root password now. So okay, so you can see now MySQL is now running successfully here. So that is it. So if I should close this, now if I go to the command line here again, so MySQL command line. Now let me also enter the password. Now we can also check ports here again. So you can also see it's also telling us the new port which we have here. So meaning now our port is changed successfully. So this is how we change ports of the MySQL. If this video is helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more video like this. See you in another video.